Ballymun with it in midfield. Davy Byrne between the 45 and the 65 in his own half. Kicks a bouncing ball down towards Dean Rock. Dean Rock moves it beautifully off the shoulder. James McCarthy inside the 45. Solos up to the 20. James McCarthy goes to the 13. Has a shot. Oh, he's kicked it wide and it hit the legs of the umpire. And it's a wasted opportunity for Ballymun. First shot of the game, first wide of the game. Running onto it, Shane Carty. He can really hover with that ball. Goes to ground inside the 45, approaching the 20. Hops back up. James McCarthy with the hand in. It falls out of his hand, but somehow he gets it to Dermot Connolly. Dermot Connolly from inside the 13. Oh, what a beautiful score from Dermot Connolly. Into the breadbasket of Jason Whelan. Jason Whelan trying to get away from Tomas Quinn. He gives it up to centre back John Small, who can run and gain ground, and he fists it out wide to James Burke. James Burke inside the 45, kicking it long. If that goes over, it's a wonder. Score from the stand side. James McCarthy up to the D, puts it inside to his corner forward. Hubbard to Ferman, back to Hubbard. He's inside the D. He goes for the shot. Oh, it's safe. It comes back out, and it's scrambled clear by St. Vincent's. Another goal chance for Ballymun is Carl Connolly. Carl Connolly picks out a good pass to Paddy Small, who's wrestled to the ground inside the 45, inside Vincent's half, and he gets the free just to the left of centre. Dean Rock will really fancy this one. Dean Rock with the free creeps up towards the D and absolutely nails it, and Gerard Brennan spots the run of Tomas Quinn, kicks a bouncer down towards the 20 metre line. Mossy Quinn is inside, takes a tackle, gets back up, sees there's a free man inside. That's Trainer going for goal, can't keep it under, it goes over, and it's 2 points apiece. What a piece of play that was. Gerard Brennan forward down towards the 45, fisted forward, really well taken inside by Enda Varley from Mayo. He gets away from his man, gets up to the 20 metre line and nails the score. Really good score by Enda Varley. And there's a black card for Davy Byrne. That is a huge loss so early in the game. 19 minutes gone. Davy Byrne is black carded.
Yeah, it looked like he indicated that he had pulled someone to the ground deliberately, but I didn't see it.
Ball kicked down inside the St. Vincent's defence, taking it very easily is Michael Concar. Vincent's looking a lot more controlled in the last couple of minutes, and just as I say that, they make an error coming out of defence, and it's a free in to Ballymun. Dean Rock kicks it. Plenty of air on that one. Plenty of accuracy as well. That is an absolute monster score. Cameron Diamond receives just inside the 65. Off to Dermot Connolly, whose jersey is already ripped. High tackle coming in from Jason Whelan. And Jason Whelan might be lucky enough to see a black card here. Connolly crashing to the ground inside the 45. It was reckless by Whelan. And one or two players are having a word with each other. It's getting a little bit heated. The book is out. Will we see a card, and if so, what colour? Yellow card. And Jason Whelan had already picked up a yellow card, so he's now off, and Ballymun are down to 14 men after 24 minutes. That is a huge loss. Can Quinn give them the lead? Right-footed kick down towards the church end. It's floating in the air and it floats between the posts. We'll actually come back to that in a second because there's more action to talk over there. Another free given away. Carl Connolly with the push. Ballymun losing their discipline. The free just outside the 20 metre line to the left, and Mossy Quinn fancies this one again. Quinn with the kick, right-footed from the left-hand side, the terrace side, over the black spot it goes. He doesn't miss those. 2 in a row for Tomas Quinn, and it's 5 points to 3. Just as I say that, Aaron Elliott kicks it forward, collected beautifully by Paddy Small, trying to shake off his man Concar. He's inside the 45, gives it inside to Liam O'Donovan. Liam O'Donovan pops it off. It's a long shot from just inside the 45 from Dean Rock. It's his first from play of the game. It's his third overall. Two from place balls. Dean Rock just to the left of the post on the 45, hits this one well. That is an absolute beauty from Dean Rock, and it's 5 points apiece as we head towards half time. Hubbard now. James McCarthy tries to take it in off the stand side. James McCarthy up to the 20, fisted to John Small, who's just outside the 20. The route is blocked, so he gives it backwards to Ted Ferman, and Ted Ferman curls it beautifully over the bar. Here come Vincents. They have it up to the 20 metre line. On the ground at the moment with a bit of an injury is Mossy Quinn. Let's hope he's okay. He's just inside the 45, and the referee is calling one of the Ballymun players over. It will be interesting to see what the decision is here. Mossy trying to get himself sorted and get back up and get back into the game. 6 points to 5. Ballymun leading against St. Vincent's 5 minutes into the second half. A yellow card for James Burke. Varley towards the middle, then releases his kick. Caught it absolutely beautifully Great kick by Enda Varley. His second score of the game. His first was from play. That was from a free. Moved inside to John Small. Small sends a dummy. Tries to get around Dermot Connolly. If Small had gone to ground there, Connolly might have been in a spot of bother. It looks good. Nice flight on that one. Nice accuracy as well. Dean Rock kicks his first of the second half. He fists it down the line for James McCarthy. James McCarthy's trying to get away from Dahi Murphy. He's fouled on the Vincents 45, about 5 metres in off the stand, and it's a free to Ballymun. This will be tough, but it's Dean Rock, so he'll fancy it. Well, Ted Ferman takes the ball out in front, goes down towards the 20-metre line, has a low dipping shot, but it's not that low because it goes over the crossbar. It's a second point for Ted Ferman in the second half. Enda Varley inside the 45, shaped up for a shot, but then put the boot down because James Dolan was getting close. He gives it off to Mossy Quinn, who's just inside the 45. Oh, what a beautiful score. Ger Brennan coming forward. There's lots of space for Vincents in and around the middle because Ballymun obviously missing a man. Jason Whelan sent off. He gives it off to Craig Wilson. Craig Wilson goes to ground but gets the ball away to Dermot Connolly, who's shooting for the equaliser just outside the D. Only Dermot Connolly could get a score like that. McMahon kicks a 50-50 ball inside. It's broken down by the hands of Paddy Small. Gets inside the 45, gets up to the D, tries to recycle it outside. Foul on the way through, and something must have been said afterwards because it's now been moved up to the 20-metre line. And it's kind of inside the D, so it shouldn't be a problem for Dean Rock to put this one over. 12 minutes gone in the second half. 8 points apiece in what isn't a free-flowing semi-final, but it is an intriguing one.
No, far from that, but I guess there's so much at stake between the teams here, both looking to secure a place in a Dublin County final, so there's no one going to give anything easy, I suppose. Vincent's just conceding that couple of frees there that are allowing Ballymun to get a couple of scores on the board, but they're working hard for everything they're getting. There's 40 men out there as well, so everything has been done that little bit slower, I suppose, but they're having to work hard to get the score. So Vincent probably needs to retain the discipline back there a little bit. No point shouting at referees because obviously it makes the score that little bit easy. You expect this to be knocked over by Dean Rock.
Dermot Connolly has it inside the 45. Thinks about shooting. Does shoot, having stepped a few yards inside. Dermot Connolly. Oh, wow. Ball is up towards the 45. Fists it off. Now it's taken by the new man in. That is Albert Martin. Albert Martin off the shoulder. Back to Dermot Connolly, who is in the pocket. It's essentially a rugby-style drop goal. And he's guided it between the sticks via the woodwork. And Vincent's lead by 10 points to 9. Coming forward now is Alan Hubbard. He's inside the 45, between the 20 and the 45, and Ballymun have won a free. Rock taking the free from the right side, facing the church end, gets under it, gets plenty on it, lots of air on that one, and the accuracy to match. Dean Rock, third free in the second half, and it's 10 points apiece with 10 minutes to go. Charging forward was Albert Martin. He gives it off. Now it comes back to Ger Brennan, who hoists a shot from inside the 45, left-footed, and Ger Brennan almost looked around as if to say, well, if you won't have a go, I will. Yeah, why not? Down to 14 men. Whelan sent off in the first half, and Davy Byrne black card. 2 incalculable losses for Ballymun. Coming out of defence now is Dylan Keating. He strikes the ground, and the Ballymun fans want a black card. It's Mossy Quinn who I think brought the man to ground. Rory Traynor going over as well. You can understand it from a Vincent's point of view why you'd want to stem an attack from just inside the 65, but what will be the end result of the decision?
It looked like a similar incident to the one that Jason Whelan picked up a yellow card for, so it's most likely going to be a yellow card rather than a black card for the incident. Be interesting to see what the referee does. Plenty of niggle around the field as well as the game is moving on. A lot of guys getting into each other to try and gain an upper hand, I suppose, but referee talking to Tomas Quinn, and a yellow card, same decision as Jason Whelan would have received as well.
St Jude's or Castleknock awaiting in the final. A spectacular fall in the middle of the park from Kevin Lahey. The referee is coming over, and I have to say I thought he made the most out of that tackle.
Yeah, it looks like the referee is reaching for pocket here. He's probably going to issue him a second yellow card. It looked like Tomas Quinn put a hand on, I suppose, the opponent's hand that time. He went to ground, but it didn't look like it was a yellow card offence. If it happened elsewhere, I don't imagine. But yeah, he's after issuing a second yellow card and a red card for Tomas Quinn.
So 2 yellows and a red. If they get to the final, he'll be okay to play in the final. But it's a big if. 14 men play 14 men. James McCarthy forward, gives it off to Kevin Lahey. Lahey inside the 45, pops it off, receives a 1-2. Now he gives it outside. Taking it down the line there was Dylan Keating, who gave it off to Lahey, who was popping up everywhere. Alan Hubbard turns his man, he's inside the 13. Alan Hubbard taken down just outside the D. And Vincents could be in more trouble here. They will get the free. Will there be something more? The free will come from the 13-metre line. We're all square as Dean Rock puts it over. His 4th free in the second half. 11 points to 11 points. 26 minutes gone in the second half. Joe Feeney kicks it inside. Dermot Connolly almost out in front. He couldn't get it, but it might bounce to one of his fellow forwards. It's snapped up, put outside here to Albert Martin. Martin has a go from the 13-metre line on the right-hand side. What a score that is from Albert Martin. Dean Rock, ball in hand, goes short with it. Not sure why he came out if he was just going to go short. Ted Ferman has it. I beg your pardon, it's not Ferman. It's a shot from a long, long way out from outside the 20-metre line. It was wasted by Dylan Keating. James McCarthy slips off one tackle, gives it back to Dylan Keating. Dylan Keating kicking it over to the stand side, receiving is Alan Hubbard. Alan Hubbard slipping away from Golden, runs into Feeney. Feeney turns him over. Ballymun lose possession. Vincents have it back. Is that enough? It is. St Vincent are back in the Dublin Senior Football Championship final. They've overcome Ballymun after a tremendous battle. 12 points to 11.
Sometimes it's the case that obviously when you go down to 40 men you kind of switch off for a few minutes, and I think maybe in that period of 5-10 minutes we probably switched off and they came into the game a bit more, but I think we regrouped well at half time, and look, it was always, even with 40 minutes, it was always going to be a 1 or 2 point game, so again, delighted. No, for sure, Ballymun probably give up 2 or 3 goal chances there, let's be honest. Ballymun, they were probably unlucky in the end. We were probably a small bit lucky to get over the line. They definitely could have, James McCarthy going in the first half, going through for a goal, and there was a fisted effort there, which I thought was in as well in the second half. So, look, if either of them went in, you're talking fine margins, and just again glad, just really relieved, to be honest, because obviously coming up, that was my first experience. I knew by the boys' kind of demeanour that it was going to be a close game, and it was tense coming up to the game, and worked hard in training and brought up the intensity levels a bit more from the last game.